It's Goldman007. Welcome back to my first encounters video, and today I'm going to be ranking every single encounters character on all 20 of them. By the way, this is my opinion, so if you guys disagree, tell it in the comments. Remember, like and subscribe. Okay, at number 20 is going to be Elysius. Now, the reason why I rank this guy at number 20 is because literally the only good move that he has is his double AK-47s, which deal like okay damage. The rest of his skills, especially his pistol shots, they barely do any knockback and they consume 40 stamina. His flashbang also consumes lots of stamina. So basically, you're just not going to be killing anybody with your ultimate. And also, I think that like this guy can be countered pretty easily by people like it's just so easy to get close to the guy. Like, and after that, like, Seth can just use his ability. It's just very easy to get him. Charlemagne can drain the ultimate, and that's why he's number 20. Okay, so at number 19, we have Hana. Like, I mean, as you can see here, Hana is just, like, the reason why I ranked her at number 19 is because the only good thing about her is mainly her projectile size. It's so hard to avoid her attacks. Problem is that, like, as you can see right here, the attacks are just so easy to survive. Her moveset is like really bad. Her damage is really weak. Like if you charge it up, it only increases the projectile size rather than like rather than the damage, which could have been a little bit better. Her ultimate is like not even that good. And like the only sources of damage that she mainly has is her M1s and M2s, and those barely do any damage. So yeah, I really do not recommend this character. Okay, so number 18 on this list is going to be Hamza, and I mean Hamza is a pretty balanced champion. Like the good thing about it is that you can literally just have like you become completely invincible with your ultimate to like all damage. But yeah, I think that otherwise like that's the only good thing about him. Like his bat is literally like even when you pop your ult, like the charge time is literally like only 2 damage when you don't charge it. So like yeah, the attacks are pretty like hard to use. So yeah, and his slingshot does only 10 damage, and like the knockback is not very good. His trampoline is only good for dodging, and yeah, he may be balanced, but like I think that it just doesn't like compare it with other champions, and like it's just not good. So that's why Hamza's number 18. Okay, and at number 17 we have Poppy. I mean, like Poppy's not too bad of a champion. I mean, like she's a survivor. She can like survive a lot of attacks, and like her ultimate is it's hard to aim. At the same time, like you can't like you can't kill anybody if you don't have your ultimate. And the thing I do like about this champion is that you can get to your ult pretty quickly. Like just from getting constant damage to the enemies. So yeah, Poppy's not too bad of a champion. The only reason why I ranked her here is because it doesn't really like deserve like a higher rank. So I think this is just a good spot for her. You'll see why when I get into later champions. Okay, and at number 16 we have Rena. And I mean, Rena's not bad of a champion. As you can see, her M1s are just honestly insane, do insane knockback. Her ultimate is really strong. It's more like a confirmed kill. The only thing I don't like about her is that like if you don't have good aim, you literally just cannot play her. But her grappling hook is like pretty good. It's a good source of dodging. But the thing is, like, you don't like regenerate your stamina whenever you cast your M1 or your M2. You don't like constantly regenerate stamina. But otherwise, I think Ren's not bad of a champion. Like number 16 was like the best spot for her. Okay, so at number 15 we have Mai. And like Mai's not bad of a champion, but like you can pretty much cheese with your combining your E with your M1, but her M2 is just like mainly just don't do a lot of damage. Like for damage she's okay, but the thing that I don't like about her is that her ultimate is very hard to aim, but it's so good. And also for stamina, I think that like that's not really an issue for using her. Like the problem is the invisibility can be countered so easily by like cheese characters like Seth, or you can have someone like Poppy to like with the smokes around. No, not the smokes. I mean the puddles around, or maybe someone like Charlemagne. So yeah, the thing is that Mai's kind of easy to counter with her invisibility, so that's why she's number 15. 14 on this list is going to be Orion. I mean, if your starter character, I would recommend playing Orion. He's a pretty good champion, but once it goes into like long-term stuff, it's much, much more. You just need to like use him well. It's only good to know how to play him correctly. I mean, like, moveset's really garbage, and the only good thing about him is his ultimate. Like, your E-move leaves you completely vulnerable when you charge up, so unless people don't know how to dodge it, you're not going to be killing anyone with it, and you're just going to, like, waste all your stuff. Also, the second skill just is so easy to sidestep. Number 13, we have Elena, and Elena is a pretty good champion. She has a very simple playstyle. You place down a turret, and then after that you can literally just spam your second skill, which will honestly just like you don't need to rely on your second skill all the you don't have to rely on your ultimate all the time for knockback. Like with some other characters like Elysius, you really need to like rely on the strength of your ultimate, but this Elena's not too bad. The playstyle is very simple for beginner characters, so yeah, she's not bad overall. Number 12, we have Gunso, and Gunso's a good champion. He's only good if you know how to play correctly. Otherwise, his moveset is actually not bad. Right for a critical hit, and like you can still do decent damage with your E move. And the ultimate is pretty good as well. So yeah, Gunso's not bad. It's just that he requires a lot of skill to play. Yeah, he's a fun champion to play as though. Okay, so at number 11 on this list, it's going to be Sense. Like as you can see right here, Sense M1 does really good damage, really good damage and knockback, and like her M2 is actually pretty good because you can like pull the enemy towards you if you run away. Her third skill is a slow slam where you can slow enemies around you if like enemies are just gonna try to run away from you. And, like, I mean, her moveset isn't bad. It's just that like sometimes if you don't know what you're doing with the ultimate, like you literally just wasted it, or maybe just like knock someone upwards when they're like when they are just like when they're not that high on knockback. Then like I think that it won't be like that good. So yeah, but yeah, Scent is pretty good.